So let's quickly run through the rolling returns calculator, and the launch date is given here of the fund. We have taken two schemes as of now for a comparison. Launch date is 5/10/2009 and 25/10/2001. So rather than 2012, we can take 2010 as this starting point, right? So let's say Jan 2010. Okay, so what does a rolling return mean actually? So first let's get the graph, then it will be easier to explain. So I have taken 1 year rolling return. So both these are debt funds. Debt meaning they give loans to either the government or PSUs or even by bank deposits. So they basically buy bonds and they earn interest. Okay, so the result has come. You see this blue line. Yeah, there is some fluctuation of course in 1 year, and this orange line is having greater or more fluctuation than variation than this blue line. Now this blue line is nothing but your excess treasury advantage fund and this two short term fund, the orange line. So what does a 1 year rolling return means? Let's check this one only. So at this point where my cursor is there, it is showing 18 September 2011 to 17 September 2012. So this exactly 1 year period, right? So it will advance by 1 day. So the next data point in the graph will be 19 September 2011 to 18 September 2012. So it will keep on increasing 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. So all the dots are plotted in the graph. How is it useful? Let's say everybody would not be investing on the same date, right? Because it is a open ended, you can any time you can go and purchase this scheme. So let's say I had invested on 18th September 2011. So what would have been my returns in the next 1 year? If I had withdrawn, it would have been 9.97 in excess treasury advantage fund, and ICICI Pru short term it is 9.50. okay, now see, let's say someone else XYZ has invested at this time 22nd July 2012 for 1 year to 22nd July 2013. So the excess treasury advantage fund return would have been 8.69, whereas ICICI Pru short term is 8.07. So if you are investing at any point from 1/1/2010 till the last point will be like let me check, last point will be 24 September to 23rd September, like that. So that is how the rolling returns are calculated. Why is it useful? Because all the people will not be investing on a particular date. What you see in the returns in certain websites is a generic return, point to point return, or last 3 years, last 5 years return. But you may not have invested exactly 3 years ago, you might have invested in between. So how do you know the fund is doing well all over the period, right? So since we have taken 1 year, why we have taken 1 year? To show you the fluctuation or variance in the returns. So how do we get that? Let's go down, and this graph is now presented in a tabular format, and you see the average returns is 8.36. So most of the people will be getting 8.36 whenever they have invested, right? Now let's go to the minimum, that is 5.56. let's say the interest rates would have been down for that year, or might have increased very suddenly, they might have increased the rates. So it was 5.56 is the minimum. So worst case scenario is 5.56. So 0 to 8%, 29% of the time, or 30% of the time the returns have been in the range of 0 to 8% for Axis Treasury, and 38% of the time, if the duration, remember the duration is 1 year rolling return. So ICICI Pru short term 38.50, minimum also ICICI Pru short term has not fared well, 3.45, maximum you see there the Pru short term has outperformed this treasury advantage. But the point of this presentation or this video is to show you that certain funds do well for short term, certain funds will do well when the horizon is bit longer. Now let's take a 5-year or 3-year horizon, let's say. Now all your investments will be for 3 years. Just hold on. Yeah, so 3 years, I'll click on show. Yes, so this is the 3 years return. Now you see the graphs have become much smoother. So you see the minimum return is now 6.92, then here it is 6.63. Now you see the maximum is 10.86 and this maximum is 9.54, with the median returns 8.45 and 8.50. So most of the time people would get, if they are invested for 3 years in this period from 2010 till let's say last year September 2019, if they sorry, since it is 3 years, 2017 will be the last point of investment, that is 2nd October 2017 to 1st October 2020. So this is the last point in the graph. So if 100 people, if people had invested on every day, so some would have got minimum is 6.92 and highest return one person would have got 9.54. So this is how the rolling returns works, and it helps to give us the knowledge that what is the minimum returns I can expect, and or what is the minimum returns that this scheme had given at any point during this 7-year period from 2000 starting January 2010 to October 2nd 2017 and holding for 3 years. So it's not bad, 6.9 to 6.63. Now let's increase the horizon and see 2010 the issues were different, the funds were also bit different. Now a lot of changes has taken place, so ideally we should take around last 5 years only. Anyways, let's increase this to 5 years. Let's see how it. So we have taken this 5-year rolling period starting 1/1/2010. Now let's see how the fund is working. Yeah, so you see the lines have further become very smooth. So it's like a 5-year FD now. So there is some fluctuation in here. So you see most of the time this orange line is above the blue line here. That means the short term fund performs much better when there is a 5-year horizon, right? So you see the minimum here 7.6 to 7.45, then the maximum is 9.83, here it is 9.13, and the median that means where most of the dots fall in. Most of the dots fall in at 8.59 for short term and 8.37 for treasury advantage. So the thing is that if the horizon is higher, then this IPRU short term will likely do better than treasury advantage fund. So 4 years, 5 years horizon Axis ICICI Pru short term has done better previously. So and treasury advantage does well when the horizon is 1 to 2 years or even 2.5 years to 3 years. So most likely treasury advantage will be better off when we have a 2 year up to 2 years horizon. And why is that? Why the returns are different over time? It means that treasury advantage holds bonds which are of shorter duration, maybe 1 year, 1.5 years, while short term fund has bonds in its portfolio whose maturity dates are around maybe 3 years. So that's why the short term fund does well when the time period increases, time period for holding. So thanks for watching. I hope you like this informative video, and accordingly as per your time horizon you can choose any of the funds. It's not necessarily Axis Treasury Advantage, but any of the funds from this group.